So first of all, Michael, thanks for joining us at ISE 2019. Great stand for Lifesize, very colourful, and you've got prominent location here right in the middle of the show.
Thanks, we're glad to be here. It's a great space to be. We've seen terrific traffic, and it's let us build a booth that's just got a great visual impact to show what we're exhibiting. And
it's interesting from an ISE perspective because it is effectively a large AV show, but the Unified Communications Hall, which we're in at the moment, is a huge feature, isn't it? And it's important for a big player in UC like yourselves to be here and present.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much happening in Unified Communications and in video conferencing. All the spaces are really converging, and you have a lot of different technologies and markets and workflows all coming into, services and products like ours all at once. And so it's helpful to put ourselves in a context where customers and partners can see what we do in the comparison to others in the marketplace, and this is a great space for it.
And what's the main traffic that you're looking for here? Because I know, obviously, in the AV section, there's a lot of consumers. Do you get a lot of enterprise and business interest here as well?
It's a mix. I'd say at ISE traditionally, and we'll see how this year goes, about half our mix is distributor and reseller partners, and half is customers and prospects. So it's a good balance.
Yeah, it's a really good networking opportunity because it brings everyone together. I mean, around us, obviously, we've been doing some filming. All the big players are here, and it really does gather that together. So what's the main Lifesize news to the event? I saw a press release this morning about some new features added to your share product. So what's the details around that?
Well, we've had multiple announcements in a very short period of time, and we're showing all that and more in our booth today. So we're showing our new modern microservices architecture. So we've rebuilt our entire cloud service architecture, running in a modern microservices way. It allows us to do end-to-end 4K calling. We're the only in the market that are doing that. And then we've also introduced in the last 60 days a whole new line of video conferencing appliances systems for meeting rooms that are 4K, not only video but also 4K content in full frame rate. Meaning I can be in a 4K call and also be sharing or receiving a 4K movie. So digital animation, CAD CAM. Architectural renderings, MRIs in medical situations, all that can be shared in a completely realistic and totally immersive way, but over a turnkey cloud service just with a click of a single button. And we're the only ones in the world who can do it. So we're showing that. We're showing our new partnerships on our Share product, an open platform where we can incorporate other partner technologies like digital signage or whiteboard capture and collaboration, and there'll be more to come there. And then we're also showing pretty much everything else in our line, our software-based devices, our reporting and administrative capabilities, recording, streaming, and then also a brand new integration we're doing with Microsoft Teams. So it's a really busy time at our stand. Lots of new development activity that we're showcasing.
Yeah, well, I mean, as the audience can see, it is incredibly busy on the stand, and it has been all day. Well, one of the things I wanted to pick up from there, the development that you've done around 4K, as the technology platforms have come on, I was going to ask you about some of the use cases, and then you listed a huge number of use cases where having that really high resolution quality are incredibly important. And as the industries come forward, in the past we saw with conference solutions that maybe it didn't mind if it was a bit pixelated, but it makes a huge difference. Yes. Unfortunately, not for the audience we were saying before with our hair, but you want the high quality, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And the different, there's two elements to it. One is it's a completely unique experience that's, really a huge step function better than anything else in the market. I mean, you're talking about visual quality of the video and the content that's 8 to 10 times better than anything else out there, but it's also priced to be a mainstream product. So basically we've priced the solution right on top of competitors that are running 720p technology in their hardware and service from 10 years ago. And there's a huge refresh cycle that's starting again with customers where they bought kind of generation 1.0 HD technology in 2008 to 2012, which is now all obsolete, out of warranty, needs to be replaced. And the real question isn't, why would you buy 4K? It's really, why would you buy anything else?
Why wouldn't you?
Because we're future-proofing it. For basically the same price, you get something massively better that will last you another decade. Whereas what you're buying from our competitors is essentially, one technology cycle ago. It's already functionally obsolete. And that's really how we tried to position this. It's just a tremendous value for something that, is just massively better than anything else in the world.
Absolutely, it's a bit of a no-brainer when you put it like that in terms of the upside. And let's talk about some of the integration that you've done with Microsoft Teams. So obviously Microsoft are here just over the way.
Yep.
The fastest growing business application in Microsoft history. Yep. The popularity of Teams is massive, isn't it? And for you to be able to offer your integrations with that, must be there's huge potential in that market, isn't there?
Well, we're just starting to show it and exhibit it, and it's something brand new for us. So this is one of the first places we've ever shown it publicly outside of our customer betas and our partner base. But basically, yeah, we plug in into the Microsoft Teams app through our own app integration into the channels within Teams, and we can create life-size meetings that a user can launch into without even understanding it. It basically launches them direct into the life-size experience, so they get our quality, our interoperability, the ability to bring in life-size as well as other video conferencing systems and software without even having to think about it. And so it makes it effortless. You get the best of the Teams workflow, persistent chat, SharePoint integration, calendaring, but then you launch into the life-size video experience without even having to understand anything about how to do it. It just makes it completely transparent for people.
Oh, it's really fascinating. Michael, thanks so much for joining us and sparing the time. I'll let you get back to your customers on your very busy stand.
Great, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming by.